The new Vectron locomotive made by Siemens can be considered the rightful successor to the Taurus family. More than 200 of these engines have been put into service all over Europe. Some are operated by companies offering locomotives for rent, such as Railpool. One of their engines served as prototype for the newly designed Märklin model of a Vectron locomotive in Havre scale. The model's body is primarily made of metal. The metal body with its unique moustache at the front end was cast at the production site in Göppingen. Further production steps also take place at the Märklin main plant, even though the model is offered as a low-cost item. During the open house, many visitors had a chance to watch the Vectron's production up close. Given the many different prototypes of the Vectron, the Railpool variant surely won't remain the only one depicted in model scale.
Nein, also die Serie der Vectrons wird auf jeden Fall weitergehen.
The Vectron series will be continued. One of the reasons we decided on this engine was the fact that the prototype comes in so many different versions. This year we've released 2 versions. A third was announced as part of the new fall items, and there are more to come in the future. An MFX decoder is mounted on board, which enables the modern electronic engine to automatically log on to the digital central station. This is easily done when a CS3 is used. A few swiping movements are enough to get access to the model's control system. All available functions appear on screen. All these functions are readily available using the innovative touchscreen. The engine is already picking up speed. A special drive is mounted centrally and powers all 4 axles by means of cardan shaft. Just like its prototype, the Vectron model is especially suited for pulling long freight trains. Both pantographs can be raised and lowered. A direct current version of this model is available as part of the Tricks assortment. Your Märklin specialist dealer will be able to provide you with matching cars. The Vectron in Havre scale, a wonderful engine made by Märklin. We are already looking forward to many new versions of this interesting locomotive. If you wish to connect the Railbus VT95 to its matching trailer, you should make sure to do so before placing the vehicles on the track. Put both vehicles in a foam repair cradle to stabilize them. Then carefully press the current carrying coupler into the corresponding coupler socket. Now the second club model for 2016 is all set and ready to hit the tracks. The cute red engine looks quite at home on idyllic branch lines of Era 3. The engineer isn't the only person to take a seat in the Railbus. The model comes with several little figures. The interior lighting is only one of the many available digital functions the model provides. In addition, the one-axle trailer is a real eye-catcher. The mail has been loaded on the car, and now the Railbus is already heading to its next stop. The vehicle quickly accelerates. Here the trailer series VB140 shows red running lamps. For even more authentic operation, the trailer should be pushed up front. In this case, it shows a set of headlights. This pretty train set surely is one of the favorite models of every club member. It's trade fair season in Stuttgart. This fall also had some interesting events for model railroaders in store. Fans of the N-Scale had a field day at the N-Convention held in conjunction with the Modell Süd fair. The event also attracted many visitors from abroad, who usually pay special attention to every little detail. A model version of the historic Stuttgart terminus station was on display. The building had been created by Wolfgang Frey, who had invested decades of work in creating this piece. In the future, the model building is going to be exhibited in Herrenberg, a district of Stuttgart. Märklin was represented as well, although the International Model Railroad Exhibition IMA was held in Cologne at the very same time. Everyone who knows a little bit about railroad infrastructure in the southwest of Germany will recognize this building. Its prototype is a locomotive shed in Mannheim. With our laser-cut construction kits, every model railroader can recreate a building that's true to the original. There are also other ways to carry out the construction. Fans of the N-Scale, however, prefer sticking to the appearance of the original as closely as possible. The buildings are already available. The transfer table is expected to follow in a little while. The center of attraction, the club models for 2017. We've been part of this ever since the N-Convention was held for the first time. This has always been an important event for Minitrix, even though the fair in Cologne is held at the same time. We want to make sure we are on the ground when the N-Scale has a home game, so to speak. And of course, this little engine found many admirers as well. This is a very special version of Series 150, as it has twin headlights on one end and single headlights on the other end. Some of the prototype engines actually had the same headlights, such as 150-112, which is depicted here. The background story to this is that when single headlights were broken or damaged as the result of an accident, they were replaced by double headlights. This accounts for some engines having both single and double headlights. In addition, those locomotives would have had different windows and fan guards. The window facing the engine room would have had rounded edges and be a non-opening window. All those features are depicted on the model as well. Along with the locomotive, we are presenting the matching car, which is the club model for 2017. In my view, this is an especially nice LGJS flat car with matching removable containers of series EFVKR, with the V standing for the old term victuals, which means groceries. Here you can see two cars assembled. In the end, we'll have three cars, one for Minitrix, Trix Half-O, and also Trix Express. The models depict cars of the Rosberg Company of Swabia, which were used in the 1970s and 80s.
Von der Schwäbischen Alb, also aus Mössingen, in den 80er, 70er, 80er Jahren verwendet wurden und absolut authentisch wiedergegeben wurden.
We're already looking forward to all these great models. The new museum cars for 2017 were officially presented. Of course, the first question is, who served as sponsor this time? Here is the answer. Which of our partners has been a consistent supporter of model railroads and the Märklin brand? Which of our partners has always emphasized the importance of depicting items true to the original? And which of our partners is almost literally energized? We're of course talking about Sommerfeld. Glue. This is a special word for model railroaders as well, since all those beautiful layouts would never be created if it wasn't for a decent glue. The curtain drops and reveals a showcase, beautifully decorated as always. The Sommerfeld company served as sponsor for Märklin. whereas Bindolin, a glue manufacturer from Fürth in Franconia, provided inspiration for tricks and LGB. Smiles for the camera as the group photo was taken. The former head of Sommerfeld was deeply moved by the event. I worked for 45 years. The Sommerfeld company was established in 1949. Thousands of meters of overhead contact wires and maybe even millions of pantographs have been produced since then. A successful endeavor. Many layouts are equipped with overhead contact lines by Sommerfeld, and their pantographs can be found on quite a few Märklin models. As of now, a grey-coloured Havo-scale flat car with a load of wire barrels and other accessories is available at the Märklin Museum. Of course, there's also a car in Z-scale. The respective 1-gauge model comes with many tiny details. All models are offered in very nice packaging. These wonderful items will please every collector. The same goes for the museum cars with the Bindolin logo.
Das Design ist nachempfunden, das hängt da hinten auch an der Wand, einem Katalog.
The design is based on a catalogue of the Bindolin company from 1959 and 1960. And it is a big hit, I would say. No matter in which scale, it's just a big hit. Those models will surely find their admirers among the LGB and Trix fans. The cars are available at the museum as well. The N-scale model is a boxcar and is very nicely done. Once again, attractive museum cars have been created. A wonderful tradition that will be upheld in the years to come as well. Mr. Sieber, the past year has gone by fast. 2016 has already come to an end. Could you tell us about your most memorable moments of the year? That would definitely include all the great models that we released with revised designs throughout the year. First of all, Series 95, which came out early this year. That surely was a highlight. Also, I really liked the VT95 with its nice bicycle trailer and the many figures of passengers placed inside the railbus. Another focus was on modern vehicles, such as a revised version of Series 193, the Siemens Vectron, which was carried out wonderfully. A further modern train was the Lind, which was released as a version for the startup line. Were these products also successful with regards to revenue? The new items, especially the MyWorld product, sold well and contributed to a considerably increased turnover. We are glad to see that our customers were pleased by those new models. This year, for the first time, we've produced a TV commercial for the MyWorld product line. That also helped to reintroduce the Märklin brand to the public, gain new customers and spark their interest in our products. All in all, we are satisfied with the latest developments. Today we're still meeting at the old Märklin Museum, probably for that last time. What about the construction progress on the new building? It will even get a new name, correct?
Wir haben den Namen über eine Umfrage mit unseren Mitarbeitern eruiert und
yes, the new museum will be called Märklineum. We carried out a survey among our staff members and they came up with this new name. Finally, we decided on this name and so far we've received positive feedback from outside the company as well. Currently, we're still waiting on the final construction permit. Due to all the different deadlines and bureaucratic processes, the construction was delayed, but I'm confident that we will be able to start pulling down the old building during the winter and kick off the construction next spring. Let's take a look at 2017. We don't want to give away too many details on the upcoming new items, but could you tell us a little bit about current trends?
Wir haben für alle Spurweiten, für alle Marken auch nächstes Jahr was im Programm.
We have new items in store for all scales and brands. Our goal is to continuously improve all segments simultaneously. During recent years, we've put a lot of effort into promoting the digital segment and the half-hour assortment. In the future, we intend to reallocate the money used for digital innovation to the models themselves. Therefore, I venture to say that we'll be able to offer an even more diverse and attractive range of new items next year.
Portfolio anbieten können als dieses Jahr.
Speaking of digital innovations, the new CS3 has been selling during the past fall and early winter. Have you received any feedback from the customers so far?
Also generelles Feedback ist sehr positiv.
Yes, we have, and it's been very positive. We were always aware of the fact that the first version of the software that was released with the CS3 would not be perfect. However, this is not that big a deal anymore due to the many possible updates. It was crucial to us that the basic functions and other important features should be available in time for Christmas. Other functions that could not have been implemented until now, such as an interface with external devices, will be made available soon by means of additional software updates. Personally, I still own a CS2. Is this an item of the past that is no longer relevant and should be disposed of, or is there still a future for the CS2?
Nein, die CS2 hat noch viele Jahre ihre
The CS2 hasn't forfeited its right to exist and will be around for many years to come. There are going to be a few updates for the CS2 next year in order to implement the new 32 functions. Of course, we will only be able to improve the CS2 as long as the hardware allows us to. Storage space is especially limited on the CS2, which was one of the reasons why it had become necessary for us to develop the new CS3. But we will continue providing the CS2 with updates and services for a while longer. You've just mentioned the 32 functions. I've recently had a chance to try them out myself with the Series 103, and they are truly fascinating, no doubt about that. But they almost seem a bit overwhelming at times. Were all those functions really necessary? Or did you just wish to show off what Märklin is capable of? Yes, on the one hand, we do want to show what we are capable of. Especially for our Insider Club models, it's important that we set the benchmark very high. This is a unique selling point that sets us apart from our competitors. No other brand offers as many functions in models of the half-O segment as we do, and we're a bit proud of that. On the other hand, you're right that those 32 functions require a lot more attention when they're in use, so we're not going to implement them on every locomotive, but mostly on our highlight models.
Liebe Freunde des Hauses Märklin, insbesondere natürlich liebe Clubmitglieder, ich möchte mich bei Ihnen allen
Dear friends of the Märklin Company, especially our esteemed club members, I would like to thank you for a wonderful year, your trust and loyalty, and also the inspiration and incentive that you've given us during all of our events, such as the many fairs or our own open house. We are going to continue taking all your input seriously and strive to further improve our company. I'd like to wish you a happy Christmas, wonderful holidays, and a happy new year.